जिसे मन से करूं मैं नमन। मैं हूँ वो वाला जो अलौकिक शक्ति में है। मैं प्रभु की वो दिव्य जो जगमग है हरदम। मैं हूँ वो वाला सूरज से प्रज्वलित। मैं प्रभु की पावन शक्ति जो सभी को करे मोह। मैं हूँ वो वाला सूरज से प्रज्वलित। मैं प्रभु की पावन शक्ति जो सभी को करे मोह। मैं हूँ वो वाला जो जागृत है मुझ में। मैं हूँ वो वाला जिसे मन से करूं मैं नमन। मैं हूँ वो वाला जो अलौकिक शक्ति में है। मैं प्रभु की वो दिव्य जो जगमग है हरदम। मैं हूँ वो वाला सूरज से प्रज्वलित। मैं प्रभु की पावन शक्ति जो सभी को करे मोह। मैं हूँ वो वाला सूरज से प्रज्वलित। मैं प्रभु की पावन शक्ति जो सभी को करे मोह। मैं हूँ वो वाला जो जागृत है मुझ में। मैं हूँ वो वाला जिसे मन से करूं मैं नमन। मैं हूँ वो वाला जो अलौकिक शक्ति में है। मैं प्रभु की वो दिव्य जो जगमग है हरदम। मैं हूँ वो वाला सूरज से प्रज्वलित। मैं प्रभु की पावन शक्ति जो सभी को करे मोह। मैं हूँ वो वाला सूरज से प्रज्वलित। मैं प्रभु की पावन शक्ति जो सभी को करे मोह।
Can you hear me now, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, welcome to all of you who are joining us and who will be joining us on the Facebook and also on the YouTube, and also who are joining us in person here, also on the connection with the Zoom. Very nice to be with you today. We just heard this song to Flame in Hindi. I was just saying that earlier that we recorded this song, beautiful song. We have actually a couple of songs in Flame, also by one of our members that recorded about 2 years ago. And we have not been playing that very often, but I just thought of playing it today to welcome Flame angels, in embodiment, and Flame angels who are kind of joining us, in the etheric plane. So welcome, Sat Sri Akal, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in this part of the world. Today is Sunday, the October 8th. It's a little over 4 p.m. here in New Delhi. We are ready for our another chapter, another beautiful release of light that you will enjoy. We are continuing on our the series on the self-mastery and how to become, fullness of potential of God that we have, the seed in us. So we will be talking about that in a minute. Always we do the first things first. So I think we also always like to begin with an invocation from our messenger, Guru Ma. So Jay, can we have that invocation, please?
Beloved, mighty I am presence from the heart of God in the great central sun. O mighty threefold flame of life, O holy Christ self, intensify thy light within us. Expand the great spheres of light round about us. Beloved Archangel Michael and 7 archangels, come forth in this hour. Come forth to cut us free. Place your mighty electronic presence with us upon this altar, in this room. Cut free souls of light to be present with us in this hour. I call to all the hosts of heaven to cut free the souls of light and bring them into the knowledge of their own mighty I am presence. Therefore, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, and the Divine Mother, we consecrate these souls to their immortal victory in the light. In the name of Jesus Christ, Amen.
Well, I want to say that we are preparing in a week from today, the Navratri, we call it, in honor of the preparation for coming of the Mother Durga Ma we call, in our 4 Lord bodies, cleansing of our 4 Lord bodies. So today's service is really, we want to prepare ourselves. The first part of the service, I'm saying that, we want to begin with a bhajan to Durga Ma. So Jay, can we have the wording of that, the bhajan to Durga Ma, and the translation is also underneath that bhajan, and then we can meditate for, I think, about 4 minutes, 5 minutes long bhajan, and I think that will prepare our consciousness to really receive us what is really that follows, after this bhajan, that you will enjoy that very much afterwards. All yours, Jay.
Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Sai Jagan Mata.
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 Sai Jagan Mata Mam Phai 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 Jagan Mata.
Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati Sai 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 Jagan Mata.
Sai Jagan Mata Mam Phai Jagan Mata.
Sai Jagan Mata Mam Phai Jagan Mata.
Sai Jagan Mata Mam Phai Jagan Mata. Mumbai Jagannatha.
Sai Jagannatha, 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 Mumbai Jagannatha.
Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Sai 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 Jagannatha.
Sai Jagannatha, Mumbai 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 Jagannatha.
Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Sai 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 Jagannatha.
Sai Jagannatha, Mumbai 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 Jagannatha.
Jai Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Sai
I'd like to welcome all of you who have joined us on behalf of the Chananda Culture Society. Welcome JP Saab, Satija ji, Sarika ji, Pradeep ji, and Alka ji. I'll be welcoming all others as you join. Today is very, I say that always, very special event, I could say program, whatever we have. Today we will be playing a dictation excerpt from Durga Ma that was given on December 31st, 1991, in which, so it's about 5-minute long excerpt, in which there's only dictation, we call it dictation, it's a video in which she did some clearance with her sword. She was holding a sword, Guru Ma was holding a sword, and she was talking through Guru Ma. And the only one dictation that our organization had received from Durga Ma. And so she is doing some clearance of our 4 lower bodies. Clearance of our 4 lower bodies mean, just like we clear, we do fasting, we do praying, we do decrease, we do everything, for clearing of our chakras and our 4 lower bodies. so we can get rid of all the junk, toxins, we call it, negativity from our poor Lord body, so we can have more receptivity to receive the light and hold on to the light. And so that is the ritual that she did in the dictation, where particular this excerpt that I'll be playing that. So what I would like to do is really I like to have that on the screen, the wording of that, and so that when you hear those wording, you may be able to connect with those wordings, easily. So I think I'm going to go over this wording very slowly, methodically, and some of the words I've highlighted that you want to, kind of make note of that in your consciousness. So after I have done this part, then I will ask you to make your own individual prayers to Durga Ma, for whatever is on your heart, your project, your what project you are doing, issue that you want to help from Durga Ma in your relationship, health issues of yourself and your family members, and your financial consideration, or anything that is on your heart. Like you talk to mother, like you go to temple, you pray to Guru Ma, you pray to Durga Ma, So it is that kind of event. Then I'll make a prayer on behalf of all of us, and then we'll play that excerpt. So let me go over this with you. This is how it begins. So she says like this: now be seated as I intensify the fire of the ruby ray in the earth. You might know what ruby ray is. Ruby ray is intense love. Talk about the pink love. So the Shiva, Lord Shiva, Durga Ma, they bring the ruby fire, ruby love, ruby ray we call it, ruby energy we call it. Ruby ray is unconditional love. It is the way that God sees things, that Durga Ma and every Sunday Master sees things as they really are, with the purity. So it's kind of, in other words, it is a way when she will do this ritual, she will intensify the ruby ray in you and in the earth people who are ready to receive that light. In the consciously or subconsciously or unconsciously, whatever level they are, whenever they become more aware of it, they will receive the more energy from this release of light that will be playing through this video. So she says, this earth is due for a cleansing, and there are many ghosts of ancient past that now are dissolved for my coming. Ghosts mean entities, negative forces, demons, discarnates, that we all carry them. You might be thinking, I don't have any ghosts, I don't have any energy. So, there are so many ghosts, so many entities, that in the food, in the media, you go to, television, you're talking to people, drugs, the liquor, food, sugar, you talk, cigarettes. So they are all kind of entities that attach themselves to our chakras and our four lower bodies. Whenever we walk in the media, walk in the metro station, or you walk in the shopping center or the shopping mall, or wherever you go, they are there, so that is what she's talking about. I am come in the physical body of the messenger Elizabeth Clare Prophet. So as I said, it's a dictation. She'll be talking through the messenger Elizabeth Clare Prophet's body. That's how the dictations are given. I am come in the physical bodies of the chelas who are present, and I manifest the glory of God. What she's saying is, present means that when we raise our vibration, we can, we have the same vibration as receive the light as a messenger is. So it can be done when we become more purer. We can actually feel that vibration more than others, or more, feel more than the way we felt in the last week or last month or last year. Because as we purify our chakras, we receive more light from Durga Ma. Okay, I manifest a fire increasing for the consuming of all stultification and all toxins that are no part of your being. Jay, can you look for the word stultification? What is in a dictionary? I think it's kind of, I don't want to give my interpretation, but toxins, we know that, don't get it, but I think nullification, let's see what Jay says, that it is also negative energies or something like that also, which she says we don't want. And Jay?
The act of making something futile and useless, as
The
by routine.
act of making something futile.
Futile and useless, as by routine.
Okay. The act of making something futile and
Useless.
useless. Okay, so that's what he's saying is that it makes our body temple useless by making those entities, make them like make them like a shell, like a robots. That I think that's my interpretation. Thank you, Jay. Now these are the 4 lines that are very important. Power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray. So ruby ray has 3 components: power. Next one is wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray. Next one is love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray. Imagine ruby ray, you are looking at ruby ray, which has 3 components. You can look at your 3/4 flame as ruby color. Look at your 3/4 flame that has a 3 colors. One of them is power, on the right side. Center one is the yellow one of the wisdom, and the left one is on the right one is on the love side. So that's why she's saying that you can visualize as a visualization ruby 3/4 flame in your. She's actually saying from her, she has a ruby ray in her 3/4 flame. So she is really commanding her 3/4 flame to send to your 3/4 flame, as she is saying that. Therefore, go forth, cosmic Christ purity, cosmic God purity of the ruby ray of the Divine Mother, go forth. So she is sending ruby ray from her heart to your heart. That's we want to receive. So you want to say, yes, Durga Ma, I want to receive the light that you're going to send in me. Therefore, in answer to the calls of the servants of God this day, let that dragon be bound. The dragon is the dragon of the cumulative force of that, makes us think, otherwise makes us slow down, makes our chakras like, very slow, very junky, very negative, makes us lazy, makes us passive, makes us inactive, all those kind of energies that are in the world. Let the beast be bound. Let the astral plane be cleared. The beast is of the negative energy. There's a dragon. We call the dragon another form of the negative energy. Another word for that is a beast. It's a different kind of energy. It's also negative energy that is within us. It's called cumulative negative energy. Let it be bound. When she says that this is the science of the spoken word, that's what you have. That's what I have. So it's not that Durga Ma is saying that and she only can say that and everything happened. This is the science of the spoken word we'll be talking about today after this one. Let the astral planes be cleared, because these energies are in the cumulative energies gather in the astral plane, which is the emotional body, and below the emotional body, they call the electronic belt around there. Can we raise it up a little bit, please? Let the astral plane be cleared. Okay, thank you. Now, this is a bold one. I bold it on purpose because I would like you to pay more attention. Let the desire bodies of all the races of light bears throughout this cosmos be cleared. So she is not saying only Earth, but she is clearing the whole cosmos. This is who she is. She is a cosmic being. Shiva is a cosmic being. So that's why she. Imagine how much energy Durga Ma has to clear the when she's going to be doing that. You'll be listening to that. She'll be clearing the cosmos. I am releasing the flame. I am releasing the flame. Pick up your sword. Swords mean the sacred word, what you call decrees. Decrees is called the sacred word of sword, of mantras when we do that. And release your flames this day. Beloved one, she's talking to you, she's talking to me, she's talking to everyone. Know that I shall charge through you, as shall all of the angels and the mighty ones of God who are with me. She has troop of angels who have come with her. Now this is another one. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. Why is he saying that? Because she is a twin flame of Shiva. Shiva, Durga, Kalima, Parvati, they are all, the name of the twin flame of Shiva. I am the intensification of the God flame right within you, your heart. And I strengthen the physical heart, the etheric chalice, the chakras, the threefold flame. She's talking about your threefold flame, your heart, your etheric chalice, your chakras. So consider it like that. This is a blessing that we will be receiving from her in a minute. I strengthen your temples, and you ought to strengthen them yourself by finally coming into alignment with the true nectar of God and the balance of cosmic forces. Yes, let the cosmic forces of yin and yang find you prepared, every cell and atom of your being. Beloved, let it be so. So now you can say your prayers. You can say to Durga Ma, I'll give you half a minute. Then I'll say a prayer on behalf of all of us. Then Jay will play that video dictation that you want to receive. You want to open up your heart. You want to sit upright. And your hand cups like that. In your lap. So you can say your prayers, and I'll come and I'll continue with my prayer. Then we'll start this ritual. Beloved Durga Ma, on behalf of all of us who are gathered here, who will be listening to this recording, this video recording, who are part of on the online, on the Zoom, also on the online with the YouTube and also Facebook, and all the people worldwide all over the earth. We pray on behalf of all of us. Please hear our prayers, Mother Durga. We ask you for the healing of everything that can be healed in the four Lord bodies of all who are praying as your sons and daughters. Or we call for the ceasing of that war in Ukraine, what happened with the Hamas in Israel, all the 400 some people that got killed. We ask for the de-escalation of that energy in that part of the world between Hamas and Israel. We call for the stopping of the war between Ukraine and Russia. We call for all the clouds that are gathering over China and Taiwan, that they may be diffused of any threat to the war on that part of the world, and any and all conditions of war, disharmony, all that may be brewing all anywhere in the part of this world, that it may be consumed by this ruby fire that you will release through your dictation. We thank you, beloved Durga Ma, for being part of this our meeting today. We ask you to bless everyone personally, wherever this, and receive them in the threefold flame as we attune ourselves to your energies. In God's holy name, we thank you. Om. Amen. Jay, all yours.
As I intensify the fire of the ruby ray in the earth, this earth is due for a cleansing, and there are many ghosts of ancient pasts that now are dissolved for my coming. I am come in the physical body of the messenger. I am come in the physical bodies of the chelas who are present, and I manifest the glory of God. I manifest a fire increasing for the consuming of all stultification and all toxins that are no part of your being. Power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray, power of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, wisdom of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray, love of the ruby ray. Therefore go forth, cosmic Christ purity, cosmic God purity of the ruby ray of the Divine Mother, go forth. Therefore, in answer to the calls of the servants of God this day, let that dragon be bound, let the beast be bound, let the astral planes be cleared, let the desire bodies of all the race of light bearers throughout this cosmos be cleared. I am releasing the flame, I am releasing the flame. You then pick up your swords and release your flames this day, beloved ones. Know that I shall charge through you, as shall all of the angels and the mighty ones of God who are with me. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. I am that I am Shiva. I am the intensification of the God flame right within your heart, and I strengthen the physical heart, the etheric chalice, the chakra, the threefold flame. I strengthen your temples, and you ought to strengthen them yourselves by finally coming into alignment with the true nectar of God and the balance of cosmic forces. Yes, let the cosmic forces of yin and yang find you prepared in every cell and atom of your being, beloved.
So there was the blessing today from Durgama. We're so grateful to have it as we enter into the Navaratri, it's beginning next week, and then before the Dashara festival. So that is really keeping in mind that we have received an increment of light from her, that be mindful of that. You can listen to this dictation. It will be on the Facebook and also YouTube. Want to hear it again and again. Also, please tell your friends also, so they can also avail of this opportunity. Okay, now we are ready for our presentation, PowerPoint presentation, part 3 of that. So Jay, can we have that on the screen where we left off? This is something very exciting that we are doing. Please, I hope that is a refresher or course for many of you who have been part for some time of this Sunday message teaching, and also for the new students, because I'm trying to present this from the very most simple way, that if someone asks you, you know how to answer that question. So it's called a self-mastery in spiritual consciousness. What is self-mastery? What is self-mastery? Well, I won't talk about spiritual consciousness, but self-mastery is really another word for that is self-mastery through excellence. Through excellence in what? Excellence in love. Love, love, love. It's like a ruby love. I talked about that. But what is love? What is ruby love? You might be thinking, so love, ruby love is one way to say that. Unconditional love, that the way you love yourself because you are sons and daughters of God. I am a son of God. How God loves, God doesn't see any imperfection in anyone. So you have to know that we have to get rid of those imperfections. That Durgama was doing that. He was getting rid of those imperfections with us. He was cleansing us. He was purifying us. So that is the reason it's called the self-mastery is another word. Self-mastery is becoming excellent. Becoming excellent. Excellent in what? It's really, it is not about doing. It is not about doing excellence. It's not trying to, it's about becoming. It's not knowing about excellence. Oh, I know about excellence. I know about love. I know about unconditional love. Yeah, it's not intellectually knowing about love. It's about becoming. And that is the purpose of this presentation. That I thought you will enjoy that as we go on. So let's go to the next one, Jay. Next slide. I think we have done our part 1 and part 2 already, but I'm going to refresh it again. So I thought, well, someone will ask you, what is the Sunday message teachings? Are you doing some healing? Because there are so many people in India and in the world who have the courses on healing. Oh, I can do this and you can do that, and you can 1 week course and you have a course for 3 days and weekend course, and you charge so much money and we can heal yourself. physically, emotionally, mentally, so. But masters are telling you another way to heal yourself. Going back to the original design, going back to the original state before we got unhealed, before we got sick, before we picked up all that things that we go to people to heal us. Oh, can you give me some mantras? Can you give me some, what you call, what do people do that? Or, I say that is like aspirin, what people give you. Temporary, they relieve you of that. A Sunday message teaching are telling you from the first principles how we can heal ourselves. Okay. What are the 4 principles? Somebody asks you, tell me about your Sunday message teaching. You say, well, in 5 minutes. Okay. In 5 minutes, you say, a Sunday message teachings actually have 4 points, 4 pillars, 4 parts. What is the first part? Knowledge of the I am presence. Why knowledge? Guru Maharaj's invocation was that people have to know who they are. They are sons and daughters of God. They are not robots. They are not human beings. When you go to the other healers, we go to them as human beings. We forget that we can heal ourselves through this, this knowledge that we have forgotten. Brahmasmi, we call it. In the 4 Vedas, there are 4 Mahavakyas, in the Vedas. What are they? Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, Ayam Atma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma. They all mean the same thing. That you have something called I am presence. You have something called Atma. I am presence is called Brahma, not Brahman. The profile is called Brahman of your the top picture, the middle picture, and the bottom picture. That's called Brahman, the profile. But I'm talking about the Brahma, the creator, that we call it I am presence, which of course another threefold, is the color of the threefold flame called Vishnu. Pillar 2 is knowledge of the science of the spoken word that we'll be talking today. We talked about knowledge of the I am presence last 2 sessions, which are on the available on the Facebook, also on the YouTube. Pillar 3 is friendship with your ascended master. Why friendship? Why not knowledge? Why did I put knowledge there? Friendship, because this knowledge with the ascended, about the ascended master has to become like a friendship, like Durga Ma. I did not know Durga Ma was at this level. Unless when I heard that dictation, when I learned about it, I said, oh, there is something called Almoria. There's something called Chananda. There is something called Saint Germain. There is something called many female masters, and they are my friends, they are my, they can help me. So 3rd pillar is very important. Of course, friendship. 4th pillar is application of the Vala flame through. So this is the pink pillar. Now I'm going to skip this one. Jay, let's go to the number 4 slide. I think that is probably where, this is the one, where the rubber meets the road. Now, when I was working on this picture, I was asking myself, I would like to explain to you this chart as you are. You are in the top, the chakra man you see in the middle, that is you. Working on enlightenment, that is me, working on enlightenment. There's another picture, someone, enlightened man, standing with his hand raised up. That is you. Also, that is me. And we become enlightened. Okay, now we're going to take these 4 pillars and we're going to look at them today with objectively as we are working, because I think I'm not going to go very fast. If you have any questions, please do stop me, because I think my goal is really to not go too fast and say, oh, okay, I have done this, I have done that. I'm not going to do that. Pillar 1 is very, very, very important. It's a foundation of the self-mastery in spiritual consciousness, in becoming excellence, becoming son and daughter of God. If we do not know the pillar 1, our alchemy of becoming the fullness of self-mastery will not become 100% effective. And I say that because, we talked about the last two presentation, because knowing who you really are as a son and daughter of God is going to heal you. It's going to heal you just thinking of that. You are not image of God. You are not a mirror image of God. You are not a shadow of God. You do not have a light of God in you, but you have a connection with the light of God. We call it threefold flame with your I am presence, with the heart of Alpha and Omega in the great central sun, because of your heart beats like that. This is mighty revelation. This is not something that we can take it lightly. Oh, yeah, you can say that. I know it. It's not knowing. Sometimes knowing is not enough. Knowing means applied knowledge, application. Have you heard that? When I was studying in the college, there was a science. Then they changed it for applied science. Oh, I did call it applied science. Because sometimes science is become intellectual knowledge. People don't use it into day-to-day. There is a mathematics, then is applied mathematics. How you apply that mathematics in your life? My friends, this is really where we sometimes miss the boat. And I would not like us to miss the boat. So knowledge of the I am presence is not good enough until we apply it. We breathe it. Breathe in and breathe out. How do we do that? And I'm going to talk through the pillar 2 is the one how we apply that. Now, please, pillar 2 is knowledge of the science of the spoken word. Or you can say, I have the mantras, I go to Gurdwara, I do Shabad, I do this, I do that. That is well and good. But I am saying that with the knowledge of the I am present, what we have is another way, science of the spoken word. I'm going to talk about that in the next slide. All is how we use that knowledge of the science of the spoken word more effectively, as Chananda Master have taught us. I did not know that. If I had not known the what I'm going to be talking about, the knowledge of the science of the spoken word, I would be depriving myself. I would have deprived myself of, like I would have said like this. I would have come to a thirsty man. I have come to a river, but I have not been able to drink the water because I did not know how to take the last step to drink the water. I just came close, but I was able to go and enjoy, drink it. Third pillar is friendship with your ascended master. Well, all these things, third pillar, because in the science of the spoken word, I'll be talking to you about, we have something called preamble, in which we use the name of the ascended master. In the preamble, well, in mantras, we do not have that benefit. We have mantras, they do work. Shabads, they do work. Kirtan, they do work. When I go to Gurdwara, mantras, they do work, but they do not have, we know this mantra is given by Gayatri mantra, it is written by Surya. This mantra is written by invoke the presence of Shiva, Durga, Ma, Kali Ma. That is good enough, but that's devotional. What is the difference between devotional mantras and commanding the energy? We don't command energy. When we give devotional, we receive the energy. When we are using the knowledge of the science of spoken word, we send that energy. We are in the driver's seat, like in a car. We are changing the world. We are not, when we are doing devotion, when we are receiving mantras, we are receiving, of course, we are sending the energy. You can say that. Like difference between I am and Om. People ask me, what's the difference between I am and Om? I am is really, to me, when I say I am, we are actually commanding energy. We are in driver's seat, we are sending the energy. When we are saying Om, we are receiving energy. It's like in breath and out breath. In breath is Om, out breath is I am. You are sending the energy out. You can say that same thing with the Om. When you are saying Om, you are radiating light. Yes, you are. I'm not saying that you are receiving the light and you are radiating light through Om also. But as I'll show you in the following slides, you are more than that. You are really commanding energy to change the world condition. You are directing the energy to the particular situation in your life, life of your friends, life of the city you live in, life of the country you live in, life of situation in Hamas or Israel, whatever going on in the world in Ukraine or Russia or China or Taiwan or any place in the world. You're sending that energy, you're commanding that energy. That is, ladies and gentlemen, that is where I think it is important to know that the three combination of pillar 1, pillar 2, pillar 3 in you as a chakra man, you are a chakra man working on enlightenment. Now you use the violet flame number 4. We'll be talking about that little bit later. I think today we are talking about number only pillar 2. Later on we talk about pillar 3, we talk about pillar 4, then we become alchemist. We are making now, we have all the things, we are equipped now fully to use that, the knowledge, the toolkit we have ready for number 1 tool, number 2 tool, number 3 tool. We have 3 important tools. Now we are making the difference by using the number 1, 4 to changing the world, your personal world and the world of everyone around. Jay, can you go to the next slide, please? Our breath is, yes, our breath, and question is, what is our breath? When we inhale, we are actually inhaling the sacred fire breath. It is a breath of energy. The scientists call it oxygen, we call it prana, but it's more than that. It's a sacred energy that comes from the heart of Alpha and Omega, our Father, Mother, God, in the great central sun. So we inhale that breath, as I said, as Om. We take the breath. When we exhale it, it goes to our body, it goes to our lungs. So whatever, when we are meditating, we are in a sadhana, we are doing that. But I'm saying that another thing right now, when we inhale that breath, we can put a visualization of inhaling violet color, violet light in that. And there is, of course, there is pranayama that Ascended Master teachings are given, count to 8. How you can do that? You can inhale it, breath, you can stop it at the count of 8, then you exhale it, then you. So I think that is inhaling is, I'm saying, is you can, the way I said, is like your Om, inhaling it. When you exhale it, it's like you're sending the light out, that it become I am. And that is the science. Inhale and exhale, you become Alpha and Omega, Father and Mother. Inhaling and releasing the light. Inhaling is really the act of, I call it act of Alpha. Exhaling is the act of Omega, the Mother. Alpha and Omega. I am Father, I am Mother. I am Father, I am Mother. It's a chant like that. I am Father, I am Mother, I am whole. W-H-O-L. I am Father, I am Mother, because you have energy of the Father of Alpha. Inhaling, when you are exhaling, you are saying I am Omega, which is a Mother energy. So you are Shiva, you can say Alpha, Shiva, energy of Shiva, inhaling. When you are exhaling, you are energy of Durga Ma. I am Shiva, I am Durga Ma, I am whole. So that is when you meditate, you can visualize violet flame, you can visualize Durga Ma and Shiva, both, two sides of the coin, in breath and out breath. So there is many mantras like that Ascended Master teachings have given, and we'll be happy to share with you. So that is, I hope that I answered the question. That was that we check the chat room. There may be another question that before I go further. Okay. Any other question before we go to the next slide? I like you to feel comfortable. I like you to feel. I like you to know that. I like you to become that. It's not just saying that, intellectually, people know intellectually, but it's not applied. You have to become that, Okay. JP Saab raised his hand. Okay. All yours, JP Saab.
In my opinion, as I was listening your about the Om and I am present, a thought came to my mind. Om is a condensed energy. When it is applied, it becomes I am. Is it so?
Say it again, please. I think I'm a little bit hard of hearing. When it is what? When Om is quite
Om is a condensed energy.
condensing energy, meaning what? Please explain that.
When it is used, it becomes I am. Put into action.
Good, good, very good. But how do you use? How one can use it? Through what? What way?
This you have to explain.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. Use it to the science of the spoken word, not silently. So that is where the science of the spoken word comes. That's what I'll be talking about in the science of the spoken word. The next slide. Through the spoken word, I am that I am. I am everything that I think is a very good point. So what you said, science, it becomes an energy, and then we use it. But use it if we exhale it, if we exhale that energy, not so you can say I'm using it. Yeah, you are using it, you are sending it. It yet is being used, you are radiating light, you are radiating that energy. It is benefiting someone because your attention is wherever it is helping. But what I'm saying is that according to Sunday Master teaching, when you use that energy through using the science of the spoken word, then you are changing. I think this is the next slide. I'm going to be talking about that. You become an alchemist. You become what we are meant to do. Change why we are in this world, to change everything around us. People do not know that science of the spoken word, and it is depth, it's detail. That was given. This knowledge was ancient knowledge, science of the spoken word. People knew that, but over the years it has been diluted and has been lost. Correct, sir? JP sir?
Sir, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to continue through this slide. What is science of the spoken word? So this is where I think, I think people, I did not know much about, so I did some research on it. So here are 3 bullets. And I think each bullet kind of is unique. As I said before, this presentation will be on the YouTube, also on the Facebook. Please do listen to it. Please do like it. Please do share it with your friends, because this is something that can change your life and life of who are your friends and whomever is looking for something like this, Okay, first bullet. The science of the spoken word is the essential and key ingredient in all alchemy. What is alchemy? Alchemy is all chemistry of God. What is all chemistry of God? You might be thinking, all chemistry is God. That chemistry of God is changing the base metal into gold, changing the copper, brass, or something into gold. What does that mean? Oh, you can say, well, I don't know. How you change that? Okay, it means changing the soul, your soul as a base metal into God, into gold. That is what it is. This knowledge, when our soul is educated in science of the spoken word, we know how to use science of the spoken word to change the conditions in our life, conditions around us, conditions in our town, in our planet, in our country. Effectively, that is your alchemist. You are alchemist in the making. I am an alchemist in the making. I was an alchemist when I came to the earth in my very, very first embodiment. Long time ago. I knew it. You knew it. You have forgotten. How come you have forgotten? Karma. Negative karma came. We got involved into this thing, the things of this world. अरे थोड़ा सा ये भी कर लो, थोड़ा सा वो भी कर लो, थोड़ा सा enjoy भी कर लो, दोस्तों के साथ, ये कर लो, वो कर लो. We did that. गप्पे मार लो, ये कर लो. We did a lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. We forgot. We made negative karma. Now we are retracing our footsteps back to where we were. Like if we made a wrong turn, come back. Where we made the wrong turn, now we're going to make the right, the way we were supposed to go. Number 2 bullet, without the word spoken, which is a spoken word, without the word spoken, there is no alchemy, no creation, no change or interchange in any part of life. Wow. No alchemy, because we create by speaking. Did you know that? Whatever we speak, good or bad, we create that. Black magician create that by also negative things, bad things, cursing others. It's a two-edged sword. It works both ways. No creation, no change, no interchange. Interchange means no change, singular interchange with more than one dimensional. Or in any part of life, our life or life outside. Very important bullet. Third one, by the power of spoken word, sacred fire is invoked. Someone asked me, what is breath? And his breath is sacred fire. I explain over there too. From the heart of Alpha and Omega. It's not oxygen. It's not merely prana that I call it. It is a holy, it's a sacred fire. It's not only fire. It's a sacred fire because it comes from the heart of Mother, Father, Omega, Alpha and Omega, from the great central sun. This is something new maybe for you. You might be thinking, I don't know what he's saying. No one taught me, no one told me. Well, we knew that, but I'm sharing with you, not, because this knowledge was there in the golden ages. We forgot about it. Golden ages came, many golden ages came on the earth. They were destroyed. People went back to because they were temptation. Golden ages failed. Now, this knowledge of sacred fire was there. We knew that. We applied that. Okay, third bullet again. By the power of spoken word, sacred fire is invoked that prepares for transition into the higher consciousness of God. Prepares us. It's not doesn't. So it's a process. I'd like you to know that you can say that I've been decreeing for so many years. It's not working anymore. It's working very slowly. You can say all those kind of things. The reason that it's preparing it. It's a process. It prepares us. It doesn't happen automatically. So this is why it prepares us for transition into the higher. What is the higher consciousness? Becoming God, becoming God's self. Because I am that I am. First pillar is that. Hanji JP sahab, question aapka. Hello. Can you unmute yourself, JP sahab?
By this sacred fire we take as a breath inside. By the power of the spoken word, we can change the spirit into matter.
मुझे थोड़ा समझने में दिक्कत हो रही है. Poonam, can you explain that one more time?
Sir, कह रहे हैं कि by the power of spoken word we can change spirit into matter.
Yeah, we can change into matter.
Spirit into matter.
Spirit into matter, which is done
Yes,
by
sir.
God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what he's saying. Change, interchange. Because by the science of the spoken word, that is the alchemy of. Remember, what Saint Germain said. We can change base metal into gold. We can change the soul. We can transform the soul. I won't say change. We can transform our soul, my soul, your soul, into higher consciousness, into becoming God, into unite it with Atma. Our soul has become separated from Atma because it has become into lower level of consciousness. What you are saying is very true. It can change. It can become. It can change matter into. It can change the matter. Let me say this way.
Matter. Spirit into matter. Spirit into matter.
Spirit into
What
matter.
is it?
So, very
Energy
good.
into matter.
Very good. Very
Energy
good.
into
Very
matter.
good.
Well, at present, we are not able to do so because due to the heavy karma, our energy is logged in the form of karma, crystals of karma.
Very
Though
good.
by
Very good.
cooking the violet flame, we dissolve these blocks of karma, which releases our energy, and when sufficient energy is invoked, we are able to convert the spirit into matter. Because God said, "Let there be light," and there was light, and by spoken word, the word was created. That
Thank you.
by doing
Thank you very much. I'd like to explain a little bit here when you said spirit into matter. Spirit into matter means this way, according to my understanding. Suppose you have a thought form. Suppose you want to visualize a thought form of you want to have money around you. You want to have a relationship improved with someone. It's a thought form. It's a thought. So that is something in the spirit. Thought form is into the spirit. It's not matter form yet. So you take that thought form. Thought form is a one word. Thought form of whatever you want to see about yourself. Suppose I have very much anger. I have irritation. I cannot forgive myself. I am very much, because I cannot forgive myself, I am very intolerant. I want to see how I can have a spirit thought form of that to change myself. So I visualize myself as being very tolerant. I see myself very tolerant, very peaceful, not moved by anything, not moved by any, I have no anger. I'm very peaceful. So that is the spirit part of me that I'm visualizing. Now I want to change that spirit part into matter in me. See that way? So I have a spirit image, I can call it image, of myself or anyone that I do not have any money. I want to have money in my hand. I visualize gold coin falling into my hands. When I do decrease that we have the gold, we talk about the decrease in a minute. So we have a thought form of a spirit, gold coin falling into my hand. And then I do those decrees with the knowledge of the I am presence that I spoke earlier. And then I see gold, and then money comes into my hands, into my use, into matter form. So spirit becomes matter, as you said, by you use our visualization of the spirit into matter. This was the ancient science that people knew that. We knew that. We have forgotten about it. So that's what I'm saying, that what you are saying is absolutely true. But sometimes we look at those things at a distance, as an impersonal way. Let's use the science at a personal level. And you say, well, how? When I'm realizing that, I say, oh my God, I had this knowledge, but I never understood at such a detail, at such a personal level. Now I know that. Now I want to use it. Now I want to change myself. I want to become a ruby fire. Visualize your heart as a ruby fire, as Durga Ma said about it. And your heart becomes ruby fire. Spirit becomes a matter. That's what Durga Ma said. So that is my message to you. Thank you very much, JP Saab. Let's go to the next slide, please, Jay. I think I'd like to have a couple of more slides. This is very important, pillar 2. I want to talk about that science of the spoken word here, as it explained. What is it? Knowledge of the science of spoken word? Yes, there are 3 ways to connect with God's self. You can say that. You probably know that. Meditation is a pink plume. We're talking about a 3 or 4 flame. Meditation is what happens in meditation? We commune with God's self. I did not write commune with God, because people, when it says you commune with God, people do not get it. You are God's self. You have I am present. This is the most important part, to know that we have a God self. I am present. Brahmasmi. We look at that I am present. All the 3 figures coming in our heart. All 3 figures compressed. They become compressed in our heart as a dot, as a single point. So we commune. We don't look at you over there, top figure over there, middle figure over there. I am here. There's a difference. No, those were shown as a 3 figure because of their vibratory levels are different. But in this process, we see all the 3 figures as compressed in our heart. So meditation is a pink plume. We commune with God's self. In this, what do we do in meditation? We listen to God's self, to the inner ear. We listen to it. Please make a note of that. Another way is prayer. Prayer is a yellow plume. 3-4 flame we are talking about. Pink plume, yellow plume. What we do with the prayers, we communicate with God's self and request His help. We want money, we want this, we want that, we need your help. We're going to go to examination. Please help me pass it. I want to go to interview. Please help me that. So we communicate with God's self and request His help. So we talk to God's self. In prayer, we talk to God's self. In the first one, we listen to God's self. Prayer, we talk to God's self. Now the decrease is a blue plume. 3 plume, pink, yellow, blue. It is a science of the spoken word that we are talking about in this pillar. This is the most important part. Now please know that we are communicating and commanding. Your meditation is here also. Praise is also here. Third part is commanding. This was not there, my friends. People say, how can you command God? Just fall. Oh no, we are human beings. You are commanding Vishnuji, you are commanding Durga Ma, you are commanding Shiva. Oh my God. You cannot do that. People have told me that. Your answer will be this. When people ask you that. If I had not known, if you would not have known who you really are, I am that I am, Brahmasmi, you cannot say that. Because you have a 3-4 flame, and you are son and daughter of God. You have God's self in you. God's self, you are becoming God. You are God, son and daughter of God. Knowledge of the I am presence. That gives you the authority, because you have a 3-4 flame that's connected with God's self. Heart of Alpha and Omega. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the question that how you want to answer. You can command it, not with according to the will of God. God, I want to command it. According to your will, let it be done. Not as a black magician says, not as a disobedient, not as a commanding because you want it your way, highway, kind of thing. Not that way. God's will, your will be done. And that is a humble way to use the science of the spoken word. Please know that. Second bullet, we are commanding God's light to enter our world for alchemical change. Wow. We are commanding God's light to enter. Why? You can say, can God energy come into our life? We have सूरज चढ़ता है सुबह, लाइट घाट की आ जाती है, शाम हो जाती है, हवा चलती है, पानी बारिश आती है. So why do we need to command God's light to enter our world for alchemical change? Alchemical change is a word. You are an alchemist. You want to use that energy that God gives to you as your mission, as your creator with Brahma, Vishnu as a preserver with Vishnuji, as a destroyer of negative with Shiva. The 3-4 flame represent Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva, those 3 parts, to become an alchemist, to use that, create things, preserve things, destroy things negative, like end of war. We write something like we call it insert, or you can make a call. So we have many call sheets. We call them call sheets. Look at the global situation that we do not like I mentioned today. We can write, we can send energy over there, change it, stop the war, roll them back. Almighty God, all the wars should be rolled back. They should be consumed by, because you are God's representative on the earth. Because, listen to me at this point, God energy, God's angel, master, they cannot enter the physical octave on the earth, because there are laws of universe in the spiritual plane and matter plane. By giving, we are the hands and feet of mouth of the God to allow them to come and enter as alchemists. When we ask them to enter, they must answer. They must enter and change whatever we are asking according to the will of God. This is the law. I did not know that. This is the law, and people will asking me, God cannot, oh, God is allowing this war to happen. Let it happen. That was the answer that people were giving me. भगवान जो करते हैं करने दो, ये तो कर्मा है उनका तो है, but you can do something as one with this knowledge of the I am presence, pillar 1, pillar 2, use of the science of the spoken word. You are changing the world. You can change the world. You become somebody very unique, very special, hand and feet and mouth and head and hand of God here and now. Not, not looking for prayer. Bhagwan theek kar do na usko, please, You take command. You don't sit in meditation, which theek ho jayega, apne aap ho jayega. Bolna nahi hai. People tell you that. Many gurus tell you that. Oh, just visualize. Don't speak anything. Apne aap God theek kar denge. Wrong teaching. I'm telling you, there are a lot of false teachers, false teaching out there. This is the time to really know the truth and error. Last bullet. We are directing God to send His light and His angels into action for personal and world transformation. We are directing God. It doesn't say we are begging God. We are asking. Doesn't say we are praying to God. We are directing. He's a director. Have you thought about you as a director of a department? And you are doing, God, you're commanding angels, you're director of so many angels, and sending His light and angels into action. Send them to Israel, send them to Ukraine, send them to Russia, to China, to Taiwan, to other places, to do something for transformation. So this is what I'm saying to you. I'm looking at the chat room. There's a question from Pradeep ji. Can this process dematerialize unwanted matter? Very good question. Can this process, what he's saying is the process of, if I understand, Pradeep ji, what you're saying, this process of using the science of the spoken word that JP Saab said, then we can create, can we uncreate? That's what you're saying. Can we uncreate, dematerialize, the uncreate, unwanted things, Yes, this is the point. What Shiva does. What Shiva does is what? Shiva is he uncreates, he changes the energies from, and we have energy cannot be created nor destroyed. This is the point. It only changes form. So when we uncreate that, it changes form from the negative to positive energy. That's called uncreation. So Shiva, if you look at the picture of Nataraj, under his feet, you see demon and discarnate. You see another picture of Nataraj, you see Kalima under his feet. Kalima under his feet means that it is a figure 8 flow between Shiva becoming Kali becoming Shiva. That's the way the artist could picture that the figure 8 flow. The demon under his feet, the first image that you saw, it shows that he's uncreating that. He's taking that energy. Look at Kalima, what she has a skulls under her, around her neck, and she has a blood coming from her mouth. What she's doing that? That's doing the same thing. She's really taking the negative energy and purifying it. You had the Nilkant. Why she was called Nilkant? Because he took the poison of the negative energy, uncreated, and purified it. That's what we are doing through decrees. We have the decrees that can uncreate, my friends. This is a beautiful thing, beautiful question you ask. So you are Shiva, you are Vishnu, you are Brahma, you are co-creator with Brahma, you are co-preserver with Vishnuji, and you are co-destroyer or co-reformer. You can say that, changing energy from negative to positive, uncreating that with Shiva, as you're doing that. So think of yourself as co-creator with Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Okay. Next slide, please. Jay, I think I want to see if I can, how far can I go? Okay, forms of spoken word. I'm looking at the clock. I think I want to go a little bit more into detail. Maybe I'll start from here next week. because I want to go back. Let's go to the very beginning now. I think I'll start this one next week because there is much more detail. Let's go to the very beginning. Yeah, this one. Now here, what you look at that, this is a fundamental picture that I very fundamental basic picture that I used here. I did not want to skip that. So I had the pillar one. Pillar one, knowledge of the I am presence, yellow bloom. Look at the 3 or 4 flame that is on the bottom. I wanted you to know that. I wanted you to feel that. You have a 3 or 4 flame like that, 1/16 of an inch in your heart. I want you to know that intellectually, but you can put your hand on your 3 or 4 flame. This knowledge was not given to people about the 3 or 4 flame. I did not know that. I only know there is a spark. As a Sikh, we have we call it Jot. Jot se Jot samay. When someone dies, say Jot se Jot samay. We call it Jot. That was it, light, Jyoti. We call it that. But I did not know any other place that they have explained like that. It has 3 plumes, 3 colors. There's a white ball on the bottom. So there are 4 colors: white, pink, yellow, and blue. And there is a deep meaning behind each color. It's not just a cones, ice cream cones, people call it. Oh, they're ice cream cones, they look like ice cream. No, this is your identity. This is it has so much more behind it. You can give a lecture on 3 or 4 flame for hours and know that. Say, my God, this is so much there embodied. So as I said, we have it written over there. Yellow plume, they are all, by the way, this is 1/16 of an inch in height. There was a time in the golden ages, previous golden ages, when this height of this 3 or 4 flame was 5-6 feet tall. At that time, people could see God, ascended master, face to face. You did that, I did that, maybe somebody last long time ago. But then people misuse that, as JP Saab said, karma. Karma came, ego came, drugs came, or subtle, this thing and that thing, thoda sa ye kar lo, thoda sa wo kar lo, kya farak padta hai, and we became separate from this knowledge of creating and preserving and destroying negativity, and we became separate. And then the lords of karma said, okay, we do not want you to make more karma. Now you will have the size reduced to 1/16 of an inch, just enough to sustain your life, but you can increase the size of it through good work, through violet flame knowledge of the violet flame, knowledge of the science of the spoken word, knowledge of the I am that I am. It can be increased. And here we are, beginning to do that, but we lost it. So this is a very important thing. If someone asks you, how can you command energies? You said, because I have a 3-4 flame that is connected. You can look at the picture on the left, on the top left, I am present chart, kind of very small picture, but in the heart, bottom figure, that is in the heart of the bottom figure. It is connected to the top figure, and from the head of the top figure, it goes to the heart of Alpha and Omega, billions of miles away in the great central sun. And that's how your heart beats. That's how your heart beats, because you're connected with the umbilical cord. We call it silver cord from the heart of Alpha and Omega perpetually. Now, so what you see, the next picture is the throat chakra. Has a 16 petals. 16 petals right here in the throat chakra is a blue color. You talk about that. Then you see the violet flame. You see Mahachohan, one of the Sunday masters. How do you connect these pictures with 4 pillars? That's I think you want to know that. How do you connect these 4 pictures with 4 pillars? Okay. Pillar 1, knowledge of the I am presence. Okay, you see that? Pillar 2, knowledge of the science of the spoken word. So I put the blue, the throat chakra, that one. Third one is friendship with the Sunday master. I put the white color, the divine mother. I put the divine mother, but I also saw that, well, the knowledge, a divine mother is a knowledge. You can look at it connected with the Ascended Master's friendship. Ascended Master gives you that base that you can. If I had not known about your Sunday masters, I would. Where would I have found about the? What is my? They are giving us Sunday masters are giving teachings. They're giving us that. Yes, they sponsor you. They sponsor you, Sunday masters, in your life. They give you light as a mother does. Sponsoring means like a mother raises you, like sponsor you, like from the conception to the to last breath of your life. So Sunday Master have sponsored you, each and every one of you. This knowledge of the Sunday Master, we call it a Sunday Master. You might say, well, I did not know about you. What is Sunday Master? I know about Krishna. I know about Guru Nanak. I know about the other Jesus Christ. Where did the Sunday Master word come from? Good question. Ladies and gentlemen, this question people will ask you. This is how you can give the answer. A Sunday Master is a very generic word. A Sunday Master is a very, very generic word that we use for Devi Devtas. We use for the master, the Sunday Master. Devi Devta are senior Sunday Master. What are senior Sunday Master? Cosmic beings. They have become a Sunday Master long, long time ago. 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 years ago. Maybe more than that. There are Sunday Masters who have become yesterday, today. So they are newly graduates of the earth. So Sunday Master is a generic word, which uses Summit Lighthouse uses that word. But it doesn't, so you have to know that this includes Krishna Ji, Vishnu Ji, Ganesh Ji, Guru Nanak, Dev Ji, whatever name you want to include, put in there. But you have to know that they are senior Sunday Master. Please don't be thinking, well, this is a new word. It doesn't fit in my vocabulary. Therefore, I do not want to go this way. I'm going to change it. Nobody is changing your religion or your understanding. It's just a dial of consciousness of the mind, a shift in that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm going to finish it in a couple of words, couple of minutes. I'm sorry. So next slide, Jay, please. I want to end with this slide. Picture of the Sunday Master. These are some of the pictures. There are ladies Sunday Master. Like this is a picture of Kuan Yin and picture of Almoria Ji, Jesus Christ, Kutumi, and then a picture of Saraswati, Lakshmi, I'm sorry, Ganesh Ji, Saint Germain, and Chananda. But there are many, many more Sunday Masters. Please go to TSL Encyclopedia, and you will find more Sunday Masters. Put the word Sunday Masters, and you will find so many more. I think that's all I wanted to say. I think I want to give you another minute or two for any questions before we seal it. So I think thank you very much for being part of this presentation, and we'll continue where we left off today. There's much more on the science of the spoken word that I have not spoken, and I'll be sharing with you maybe next week and maybe following week. I don't want to go in a hurry because I would like you to know and get satisfied with it. Whatever you in your heart, question in your heart. And I think it gives me joy to really to be part of answering whatever I can. So any questions? Any suggestion? Any comments? Okay, 1, 2, 3. If nothing, I'm going to make an announcement. What we have every Tuesday morning, which is tomorrow is Monday. The after tomorrow, Tuesday morning from 6 to 8 a.m., we have a slow violet flame decrease. What 2 hours Indian time. So first 1 hour is really recorded decrease from America. Very beautiful. They have a slide explanation, but given by Carla Healy sometime or by some other person. But second half is normally lowest break comes around 7:15, and she really goes over to the decrease at her own way. You can ask her questions, and lowest break, all of you. So that is something that you have a kind of, you can balance it out. If you cannot be for 2 hours, be with Lois, for hour or 45 minutes. Actually, that you can be first hour and 15 minutes with the first part. but you will find, you will see that there is much more than you can learn. The slow pace, volume flame decrease, and how the understanding comes. Because I understand this is a new area of whatever we call the decrease. I did not talk about decrease today. I will, but this is a new science. We talk about that. Why volume flame and why decrees are written by masters, and what is means different when we do them in certain ways, certain rhyme, certain ways as a commanding energies or as a devotional decrees and all the way. So they are all so beautiful science that can help you, help your friends, help change your life, all for the best. So with all that, I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday morning, all of you. So if nothing else, I ask Poonam to please seal this session, please. I'll see you on
Okay,
Tuesday
sir.
morning. Poonam, all yours.
Okay, thank you, sir. In the name of the I am that I am, I call for the receiving of the energies of this session. Let the energies this session be multiplied by the Immaculate Heart of Mary, by the Sacred Heart of Jesus, by the Purple Fiery Heart of Saint Germain, by the Magnanimous Heart of Lenello, of the Obedient Heart of Godfrey, by the heart, all saint of us, all saint of unascended. It is done. It is it is done. It is finished. In the name of the Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Om. Amen.
Thank you, Poonam. Thank you, all of you. God bless you. Have a good evening in India. And Jay, I know it's kind of early for you, my friend. Have a good morning over there. Take
Thank you,
some
sir.
rest.
Thank
God
you,
bless
sir.
you all. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Thank
Thank you very much.